Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl AmandaEnsing, and today we are doing a no makeup look. I'm gonna be real right now and let you know that I wish my everyday makeup took 5 minutes. Like, I wish I could do a full beat glam in 5 minutes, but I can't. Maybe some of you guys can, I cannot. So instead, on the daily, I will be rocking this makeup look. It is easy, it is natural, I still feel beautiful. It's perfect for every single day, whether it's work, college, school, anything. Today I break down everything step by step, but it honestly only takes me like 5 minutes to do this makeup look. This is probably the easiest makeup tutorial I've ever put on my channel, so I hope you guys enjoy it. If you do, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe if you haven't, and I really hope you guys love the look. I wanted to make this for those of you who need something easy every day, or who don't have a lot of time every day, or who don't want to spend a lot of time doing your makeup and still feel beautiful. I really hope that you will give this look a try. So if you want to see how I created it, then just keep on watching. The focus of this look is the skin. We want everything to be covered. We want to feel confident, but we want it to look like we're not really wearing any makeup. I'm going to take the Farsali Skin Tune Blur. It's a blurring base, and I'm going to apply this all over my skin with my hands. I just washed my hands. You do want to make sure your skin is moisturized before you do your makeup, just so it's looking plump and hydrated, which I did already moisturize, but this is like an extra base underneath foundation that's going to blur out my skin. For my foundation, I'm going to do a little cocktail. You guys know I love my foundation cocktails, and I'm going to mix these two products right here. We have MAC Strobe Cream. I'm using the Gold Light, and my NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. Now the key to this look is to do 2 or 3 parts strobe cream to 1 part foundation. It's going to be mostly cream that's going to illuminate and make the skin glow. I'm going to show you on the back of my hand just how much strobe cream I'm going to put on here. Literally like this much, which looks like a lot, I know. And then I'm going to do 1 or 2 pumps of the foundation. Okay, I did 2 pumps. So you see how it's mostly strobe cream? I'm going to use my beauty blender to blend everything in, and I just mix it together. The reason I do it like this is because we want to add just a little bit of coverage. You want your natural skin to still poke through, because if you just use the foundation on its own, it's going to provide a lot of coverage. So we're making our own like glowy tinted moisturizer, if you will. So I'm just applying this all over the skin, and you see how like I have a blemish here, it didn't cover it up. I'm going to show you how to cover it up in just a second, but that's okay. We want our natural skin to glow through. So here we have, again, I'm just going to mix it all together. You could also use a luminous moisturizer for your skin as well. It's really up to preference, but I really like the strobe cream for this. You can also use a brush to apply this. It's really up to preference. Sometimes I use a beauty blender, and sometimes I use a brush. Now I'm gonna spot conceal. I'm actually gonna take my foundation. Since we did such a thin layer, this is gonna be the same color as the foundation, and we can control how much we use of it. So I'm gonna take a little bit on a flat brush, and I'm going to dab it where I want to spot conceal, like right here. I want to add some, a little bit around my nose, this blemish right here, maybe right here, and maybe like on the sides of my nose a little bit. And I think that's it. And then I'm just going to go back to the beauty blender and dab it in place. Just like that. Next is concealer, and I'm not going to go crazy today. It's not going to be like triangles, highlighting everything, going crazy baking. No. I love that, but we're not doing that today. We're going to just spot conceal and conceal a little bit of darkness underneath of my eyes. I'm going to use the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. This is in the shade Medium. It's not that much lighter than my skin, which is good, but it's a very full coverage concealer, so I have to use it very sparingly. My other favorite is the Maybelline Dream Lumi Concealer. It's very natural looking and gives a little bit of a glow, but I'm going to use this one today because I am self-tanned, so I'm a little bit too dark for the Maybelline one. So I'm just going to instead make little dots underneath of my eye. I'm not even gonna touch my eyelids. Usually I add concealer on my eyelids, but I'm gonna leave that pigmentation there. I feel like most of us have darkness on our eyelids or some kind of pigmentation, and it looks very natural, so I'm gonna leave that. And I'm going to use a brush. It's a Morphe Y11. Now the reason I'm using a brush is because it soaks up a little bit of product. When I'm doing full glam and I'm adding a lot of concealer, I don't care if it soaks up any product, but for this, I kind of like it to soak up product because it looks natural as well, and a little bit of my under eye is still gonna seep through. So I'm going to drag the concealer a little bit, which I usually tell you guys like don't do that, but for this look, yes, absolutely, because we want our skin to show through. I don't want too much coverage underneath of the eyes. Just like that. I'm also gonna add some on my nose and blend that out. Next, I'm going to set my concealer. I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me powder. It's in the shade Medium. I usually use light or medium. This one is a little bit dark, but that's okay because we're in for a natural look. I don't want my under eyes to be too bright. I don't want them to stand out. So I'm just applying this underneath of my eyes. Also, you want to apply powder anywhere you get oily or shiny, which for me is like around my nose and in my T-zone area. I like to do my brows, and we are going to be doing a technique that I have been obsessed with. I mentioned it in my last video, and it is soap brows. Oh my gosh, I'm so obsessed. Literally, you guys, I have soap. Actually, we're gonna use soap to fill in our brows. I cannot stress to you how important brows are. Eyebrows are so important. They frame your face, and this really cuts down filling in the brows for me because it puts all of your brows in place and it makes them a little bit thicker, a little bit more texturized, so you don't have to use as much to fill in your brows. All you need is soap, a spoolie, and some water. I'm gonna use some Fix Plus because I have it sitting here. All you're gonna do is spray your brush or wet your brush. Then you're gonna take the soap and get it on the spoolie. Then you're just gonna brush through the brows. And I swear to you, this works better than brow gel. It's just my obsession. You can leave them like this, but I'm gonna fill in like some little sparse areas. I'm gonna take my LA Girl brow pomade and a little eyeliner brush. It looks like this. And I'm gonna go in little hair strokes to fill in the gaps. I can't stress to you enough how fast this technique makes filling in my brows. I love the messy, imperfect brow, and this is so much quicker because when I just use a pencil, I'm such a perfectionist. I want them to be like either really messy or really neat, and it takes forever, but doing them like this, it's so easy. Next is lashes. I'm gonna start by curling my lashes. I'm not gifted with like curled lashes or even long lashes, so I'm gonna start by curling them. This makes such a difference before mascara. I cannot even tell you, like, oh, it already looks so much better. Okay, now we're gonna go in with mascara. I'm gonna use my current favorite mascara, which is the NARS Climax mascara. It's so amazing, like so good. So I'm gonna take this, it's gonna add length, it's gonna add volume, and we're gonna coat the out of our lashes. The thing I like about this mascara is it adds length and volume without looking clumpy. I really don't like the spidery, clumpy look, and I say that because I know a lot of people do like that look, but I personally do not. So next is bronzer. We're gonna bronze up the skin. I'm gonna use my Bobbi Brown bronzer. This is in the shade Golden Light, number 1. I like this because it's very natural. It's been a staple for me for years and years. If you're looking for a good drugstore alternative, I've actually really been liking the new Wet n Wild bronzer. This is in the shade Queensland. It's a little bit darker, but I really like the formula of this, so here are the two colors. I'm gonna use the Bobbi Brown one today, and I'm gonna take a Morphe M530. It's a little contour brush, and I'm gonna start by chiseling out my cheekbones, but just on that outer part of the face, like just right here. I'm not gonna bring it in very far, so just like that. Then I'm gonna take a fluffy brush, and I'm gonna buff it out. Also gonna go on my forehead. If you guys noticed, when I didn't have any makeup on, my forehead was still darker than the rest of my face because the sun naturally hits the high points of your face first, including your forehead. So I'm just bringing that dimension back into the skin. Whenever I worked in makeup, like when I worked at Sephora, when I worked at Bare Minerals, people would always ask, how do I get my foundation shade to not look flat? It looks too light. And people would always try to get a foundation shade that was too dark for them, and it's because they weren't bronzing or contouring. When you add these contours and these shadows back into your skin, it makes your face look more natural. Whenever you apply foundation, you take away all of those natural shadows in your face, so your face looks flat. So then you bronze, contour to add the dimension back into your face. I'm also gonna contour my nose, bring back a little bit of dimension, focusing really on the tip of my nose. Then I take a brightening powder, as always, right on the tip of my nose. Now we're gonna add blush. I love blush so much. I really just got into blush the last year. I feel like last year I wasn't into blush as much, but this year I'm just so obsessed with blush. So we're gonna add some blush for some warmth, for some glow, and a little bit of flush. So I'm gonna take this blush from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It is the Blush Trio in Berry Adore, and I'm gonna take the coral shade, which is right here. So I'm gonna go right above my contour. You guys know this if you've been watching my videos. I'm also gonna go on top of my nose and on the sides of my nose. So almost like this kind of motion. It gives you a natural flush. And this isn't for everyone. You don't have to do this. You can skip this step. but I really, really love it. And I always get so many compliments, whether on full glam or natural glam. I always get so many compliments on it. Next is highlighting. I am gonna add a little bit of glow. I love a dewy queen. I love dewy skin. I'm gonna use a Bobbi Brown highlight. This is in the shade Sun Kissed Glow, and it's very similar to my skin tone. It's like a darker gold. So I'm gonna take a fan brush. I love glowing, okay? So I'm gonna add some glow right on the top of my cheekbones. I'm not going overboard today, but I do want to have that glow. So I'm just going on the tops and dragging the excess down. And I'm using a very light hand, like I'm not pressing too hard on my skin. Just like that. And then I'm going to add some on my chin, also on my nose, and between my brows. I'm also going to hit right under the brow. Lower lash tip. I want to apply lower lash mascara, but I don't want it to be too much since we're going for a natural look. So what I do is I wipe off my brush on a paper towel first so that there's only a little bit of product left. And I just hit the tips of my lower lashes, just so it makes my eyes look a little bit more awake. All right, we're almost done. I'm gonna set my skin with some MAC Fix Plus Gold Light. And I'm just gonna spray this all over my skin. So the last step is lip color. I always do my lips last, so I'm gonna go ahead and change since I'm going out after this. And I'm wearing my new hoodie, by the way. If you guys didn't know, I dropped some new merch. I have the Mint Makeup Life hoodie. I've been wearing this nonstop. It's my favorite. Also, we have the Mint phone case. I didn't even mean to twin today, but I'm twinning. Ah, it's so cute. If you haven't checked it out, I dropped this for my birthday, so go check it out. I'll link it down below. I'm gonna go ahead and go change, and we will finish the look. All right, so you guys, we're gonna finish with the lip color. I have a nude brown lip pencil right here that I'm gonna use to outline my lips. I'm gonna top it off with a Fenty Gloss Bomb, one of my favorite glosses ever, like ever, and then we'll be done. So this is the final look. It's literally like my everyday makeup routine. It's quick, it's easy, and it still looks like semi-natural. This is probably the most natural you will see me do my makeup if I'm gonna apply any makeup. I feel like once you get in the groove of doing full glam makeup, it's really hard to like stop. Like I'll intend on doing a natural makeup, and then next thing you know, I have like wing liner, cut crease. Like it's just a bad habit because I love doing makeup. But this is like my everyday easy makeup routine. So I really hope you guys enjoy the look. Make sure to give it a thumbs up if you did. Hit subscribe, join my A-team. Make sure those post notifications are always turned on. It's a little bell. Hit it if you have not. That way you never miss when I upload a new video. Today's A-team shout out goes to Diana Mercado. She said, "I love this look. The topper is bomb. I so love you, girl. I started my makeup journey all because of you. Such an inspiring, beautiful woman. A-team always, notification squad." Thank you so much. Like literally that made my day. Literally, that comment was amazing. I'm so lucky to have you guys. Thank you as always for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I love you, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.